morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be for you. My name is Mike, and today we're going to talk about warehouse abuse. It seems to be a growing problem. It's getting persistent, and even warehouses they abuse their position, of authority, so to speak, and they abuse truck drivers. You know the deal. You go in and they got all these crazy rules set up, and they kind of like, in a way you can tell they're designed to hamper the progress of the trucker and hamper the progress of his day. You got a lot of situations where, like, guy come in, just drove 10, 12 hours, or 11 hours. And he comes to the warehouse and, he gets out, you got to stand in line for 4 hours. Oh, not 4 hours. You got to stand in line for an hour just to get his paperwork processed, and it only takes 5 minutes, I had an incident myself, with a regular customer of ours, but, always sent drivers there, but I rarely go there, but we've been dealing with them for years. And over the past 2 years, I go there and I notice every time, the lady's, behind, the window, and she's doing all this paperwork, and you're standing there, and, I basically just want my paperwork processed so I can go back to the truck. Nobody don't, I don't want to be I don't want to be a thorn in their side standing around in the warehouse. Let me go to my truck. Let me kill, do stuff to kill my time, while they're unloading. It could take an hour or two. I understand that. I kind of addressed, the situation to her. Kind of asked her, is there a reason why we have to stand over here like that? You could basically take our paperwork, process it, and have us out the door back to the truck. While you guys unload, okay? And I tell you what, as soon as I did that, man, there was a big uproar in the office. They couldn't understand why I was addressing them, why I asked them that question. So, general manager got in on it, and I guess as you can probably imagine, it started spinning out of control pretty fast. So I had to diffuse the situation. Me and the general manager exchanged numbers, and I let it kind of settle down. It took about an hour. Then I went to another place, and then I just called the guy back. We talked it out. They had their story, and I had my story, and he kind of. Good thing the guy was pretty reasonable. He kind of figured out, hey, you know what? He kind of came to the he came to the conclusion that, hey, you know what? Okay, I understand we're both wrong. We were both wrong, and I admit that. But it actually caused some kind of change in that warehouse, especially at the point of where we give the paperwork to the receiving clerk. He kind of put some things in place that would help alleviate that situation. Never address the person at the window directly. This is one way to, make the situation a lot worse. You want to get a hold of the manager, general manager, or someone in charge. You want to get a hold of them as fast as you possibly can. Never engage or address the person that's right at the window, the one that's doing the abuse, because you'll basically, find yourself in a situation where it's going to be your word against whoever that person's word is, and usually someone who's into abusive activity. They don't want to get caught, so what they want to do is discredit you right away. So you want to get a hold of a manager or someone in charge, as quickly as you possibly can. Never use foul language. You do not want to put yourself in a situation where, using foul language is not very it's not very wise. it brings the tempo of the situation way up where it starts spinning out of control. I know in my confrontation, I didn't utter, one cuss word at all, and I was astonished at myself because the situation started getting very heated. And plus, when you start using foul language or obscene gestures, you immediately lose as far as trying to get to a amicable resolution where you both can win and where some serious changes can be put in place. So you guys out there, try not to use any kind of foul language. You find yourself in a bad state of mind. It's best to just not even address the situation at that point. Maybe get the manager's name later on and his number and talk to him afterwards. Maintain a calm attitude. Even if the manager starts getting irate or agitated, or feel like he's getting short with you, remain calm. Just keep yourself calm. At this point, all you're trying to do is just get your point across that you don't want to be disrespected in any kind of way. You don't want to be felt like your time's being wasted. And it's not that you're demanding any kind of special treatment. It's just that you don't expect to be treated in that kind of fashion. You're a guest at his establishment, and and you just want to get across to him that hey, you want to let him or this manager or whoever you're talking to, let them know that that it's not you and him personally that have the problem. You're just interested in coming up with a solution that would help to help make the process a lot smoother, and to not having either one of the parties involved to be treated badly or treated wrong. So the name of the game in this one is just keep your attitude nice and calm. Keep it level, even if the person's kind of flying off the handle, because you have the upper hand in the situation in that you can always ask for the person that's over him, even if he's a manager. Once you see him start losing control, you ask him, hey, is there somebody else that's over you that I can talk to? More than likely, this will calm this person down, because they know if they're seen as not being able to control the situation wherever they are, at a warehouse or whatever, they will be called to the carpet for this. So what you want to do, you want to remain calm. It keeps the cards stacked in your favor, and you'll see the conversation. It'll start going more your way the calmer you stay. So guys, keep your attitude calm. Keep everything nice and calm. Okay, and also in this situation, you don't want to blame anyone for for obvious reasons. By this point in the conversation, they're gonna know that they're being abusive. But just like any person, it's human nature not to be called out on your bad behavior. So what you want to do is, at this point, you just want to look for a resolution in this situation. A lot of times the way I kind of calm the situation down is I let them know, look, I'm here to work, and you're here to work, and we're both here to solve a common problem, which is getting freight out of the warehouse or getting freight to the warehouse. And kind of let them know, look, I'm not here to waste my time. So it's not right, or it's not right or wrong. It's just you don't want to waste your time, and you don't want to waste their time. So you always want to include the person that you always want to include both parties into the situation, and that way everybody comes out without feeling blamed, and without feeling like that they're in the wrong or embarrassed, and any more than what they're gonna feel, because at this point they're gonna feel a bit of embarrassment. What you want to do, you want to get the situation settled down, and you want to get it moving forward, and the only thing that can happen in the future is that when they see you once again, they'll have
a little bit more respect for you the next time you come by. And a lot of times, hey, you know what? In the end, they'll see that there has been a slight flaw in their operation, the way that they deal with truck drivers, and they'll even start, treating other truck drivers a little bit more respectful. So the name of the game, or rather the point of this part is, do not blame anyone, and just look for a resolution that would benefit you. Don't get into that vicious circle of where you're starting the argument up, and there's insults and insinuations being hurled back and forth. You just want to you want to get it in their face, get their attention. Let them know, hey, this is not cool. This is not right. Where time is being wasted for no reason at all. And hey, you know what? You'll be talking to the manager, so that's probably the most logical person in that place, in that warehouse. And let them know, look, I'm not here to fight anyone. I just want to, come to a resolution where we both win.
So it just goes to show, if you if you see something, or if you see you or your other fellow truckers, you being done wrong. Sometimes it's best to speak up on it. Do it respectfully. Don't go in there cussing and causing all kind of all kind of havoc. Sometimes it's best to just be stern and authoritative in what you have to say. Don't blame anybody, and figure out a way that everybody can benefit, how your company can benefit and how their company can benefit if you put this change in place, or if you take this person who's probably not very probably not people oriented, probably to get them retrained or get them replaced. The abusive treatment has got to stop.